Charles Baker Harris, come here. Our promptus was always rewarded. So, based off of that interaction, what does that tell you about Miss Maudie? What kind of person is she?
A caring person.
I love it. I hear kind. Okay, somebody said talented. What is her talent? She can bake. Okay, but does she keep it to herself?
No, she's spread around all the time.
She's kind. She shares it.
Considerate.
She's considerate.
She's outgoing.
She's outgoing. She's friendly. Absolutely. I love these. Okay. What about this? Miss Maudie, I said one evening, do you think Boo Radley's still alive? His name's Arthur, and he's alive, she said. She was rocking slowly in her big oak chair. Do you smell my mimosas? It's like angel's breath this evening. Yes'm. How do you know? Know what, child? That Mr. Arthur's still alive. What a morbid question, but I suppose it's a morbid subject. I know he's alive, Jean Louise, because I haven't seen him carried out yet. Okay, so think about this interaction between her and Scout. What does this tell you about her?
She's observant.
Okay, so she's observant. Ooh, I like that. Very good.
Very wise.
She's wise.
A positive mindset.
Positive mindset. What's that?
It's because she doesn't think like he's dead just because she hasn't seen him.
I love that. Did you guys catch what Leo said? She has a positive mindset. Rather than assuming that he was dead because she hadn't seen him, she assumed that he was alive.
Oh,
I love that, Leo. Very good. I'm going to write that one down. So, would you say that the children trust her?
Yes.
How do you know that?
They go to her for whenever they, not always when they have problems, but whenever they need like an explanation for things. And she's not one of the ones that they look at and be like, I can't believe Miss Maudie such and such, as they look at like Bob Yule and being like, we need to watch out for him.
I love that, Kira. Very good. They go to her and confide in her with their problems, right? Tell me more, Golden.
Also with the tone change with Scout and her talking throughout their interaction, there's a little tone change between both of them, then Scout talking to other adults in the book.
I love that. So when you say tone, what do you mean by that?
The voice being used, like when you're reading a book, there's like certain words that is being used.
No, you're saying it perfect. I love it. I love it. So the tone, the way that the author, we've talked a lot about the dialect. What's dialect, guys?
How they talking.
How they talking.
It's the regional language that's used, right? And it's a kinder interaction that she uses, right? Very good. I love this. Now, I got a tough question for you, and I know you guys can handle this. Think about this. Avery. And thinking about Miss Maudie, who would you say would be a character foil in Miss Maudie?
Like sometimes Scout and then like they compare with like different problems that she did other things that happen.
Okay, so maybe it's when she has a disagreement with Scout, they don't always see eye to eye. And do we all see eye to eye? Like you have your way, I have my way. Does the right way exist?
No.
No, exactly. So they definitely have disagreements. But I'm thinking of a character, Avery, that might be considered, like, think of these character traits, that would be the opposite of these character traits. Natalie.
Mrs. Merriweather.
Ooh, Mrs. Merriweather. That's awesome. Why would you say?
Because I feel like Mrs. Merriweather, she's kind of like fake and like, I don't know.
Pompous, that's a good word. Fake, pompous. Would you say Miss Maudie's fake or pompous?
No.
No? Does anybody else? Who would you think that might be considered if Miss Maudie is trustworthy? Who is probably the least trustworthy person?
Their aunt, Alexandra.
Oh, Aunt Alexandra. So, you're all, and what's wrong with Aunt Alexandra?
She's actually the complete opposite of Miss Maudie. She's very controlling. She doesn't see things like Scout and June. She doesn't see anything from anybody else's point of view but
Yeah,
And she
no, it's
does
kind
see
of her way.
everything
If it's her way, if not her way, it's no way.
I love that. I love it. And so think about the interactions between Miss Maudie with the kids and Aunt Alexandra with the kids. Okay?
Makes the reader see them in a different light.
Okay, you see another side of them. I love that. Notice, we've been using this all year. Like, do y'all remember the video of Buzz and Woody at the beginning of the year when we learned what a character foil was? It's basically the opposite. And I know I've used the example like in my own life. My daughter is definitely, remind me, what is a foil, Zion?
A character that like changes the story.
We are going to start together and then you guys are going to be jumping into some small groups today. So I need you guys 100% making sure that when we're discussing that you're using your accountable talk, that you're constantly checking yourselves and making sure that you're engaged in the lesson, okay? Rich conversations using accountable talk so everyone in the group is engaged. So let's use these guys for a second. Let's say I'm over here and the three of them are all working on the anchor chart and Charlie's drawing a beautiful picture of a bird. Is that an engaged conversation? Is that rich conversations? No, everyone has to participate, okay? And when it says accountable talk, what should that sound like?
Agreeing and trying to like say your point without being rude.
Say your point without being rude. I could not have said that any better. Period. Don't be rude. Like we kind of modeled, I modeled this last week when we were talking about Atticus. Like you might say Scout's the most important character. I might say it's Atticus. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm going to say I respectfully disagree. And however I recognize this about Scout, this is why I feel this way. Okay? Effective communication is essential in your lives. And if you can develop this skill now, it's going to take you so much further. When you talk to someone, think about how would you like to be spoken to. Ms. Cox is going to come around and I'm going to help you. I'll ask you questions. I will support you, but I'm not going to get in your way, okay? When you feel like you've got what you need for your anchor chart paper, hey guys, just one more minute, listen. When you're ready for your anchor chart paper, let me know, okay? And keep in mind, in your caddies, I have markers, I have everything that you guys need to create those anchor charts. Does anybody have any questions? Is it clear?
Yes.
Clear as mud or is clear?
It's clear.
It's clear, okay, good deal. All right, let me know.
Who are
You know how Atticus, like, when you're not talking to Scout.
I would say that Scout,
So as you're thinking
or I would
about
say Miss Caroline. She didn't have no confidence.
She didn't trust Scout.
She was kind of off. She was passive.
Passive,
Miss Caroline?
Yeah, I think hers coming from a different part of town. So like, I mean, different parts of the state, made her like.
What do you think? Somebody else told me that. Oh, go ahead.
It was my idea. I think that we should compare, but we don't have enough information to compare the E-Wells to Tom Watson, but we do. But they never really got too in depth into the E-Wells. They did. Well, they did, but I'm not sure if they.
She doesn't know how to take accountability. She's non-accountable. Is it the word unaccountable? Unaccountable? Isn't it? You know what unaccountable? Is it unaccountable? No, that's not what it don't sound right. I have to because I got
Interactions are like, what was the word?
that things are taught and learned, kind of, recently. Because think about it, he lives in like a poor area whereas they have like more or less black people above him that have jobs and are Scout was like, she talks to me in a way that a person with no kids talks to kids, like not degrading, what's the word?
Bob Ewell shows it and Atticus tells it.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, wait. We could could put a quote, this is just a rough draft, we could put a quote at the bottom.
Based on what we just
Whatever.
but basically what I hear y'all saying is Scout is more outspoken, Mayla is more passive. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yeah.
Very good. A lot of you guys have chosen Bob and Atticus. I love that. Why do you think they're such an obvious foil to each other?
Because one is educated and the other is ignorant.
I love that. And what have we been talking throughout
We
this
can say
entire
that.
book, guys?
Ignorant.
I love that. Very good.
How would Jim be like a scout leader?
All right, guys.
It's the other way around.
How would scout music?
All right. I want to write. Let me write. I'm always writing.
It's not, if you mess up, you can like.
It doesn't have to be perfect. I wrote the wrong thing. It's okay. You know what, actually, you're gonna have to write it. But I promise you tomorrow, I'm gonna give you